story. My name is Juan, and 8 years ago, I was living with my partner, and one night she's getting ready to spend the night with another man. And she's holding up 2 dresses, and she asks me, which one looks better on me? Before I come back to this story, I want to share with you why I'm telling this story. This is the first time I am sharing this story after March. In March, we gathered in a niche event where people would share their testimonies about non-monogamous relationships. And I decided to share this story because there's a lot of judgment, especially 2 weeks ago when my mother and my sister visited me, and we had a lot of time to talk, which is good, and it's also bad. So, disclaimer, I am not promoting any type of relationship model, because this is truly very personal, and each person should decide how they want to design their relationships their own way. But simply to reflect about other types of relationships. The good thing is that you will get some visceral gossip. Do you like gossip?
Yeah.
Do you like gossip? Yeah. Nuria has just left. She mentioned open relationships, so she asked me to record it, and I will send her the link. She had to take care of her dog. 10 years ago, my ex and I broke up a 5-year relationship, monogamous standard model, and after breaking up, I found myself criticizing and questioning very much this standard model. But I didn't know that there were other ways of having a relationship. 1 year after that, I'm in Amsterdam, where I live. In a bar, I see a girl, I approach her, I start talking, we start dating. She's from Puerto Rico, so I will call her Puerto Rico for this story. And during the first months, she mentions casually that she had mostly had open relationships. And I really didn't know what that was. 6 months dating Puerto Rico, one day I am catching up with a friend who stops me and asks me, "Juan, do you realize that you're in an open relationship?" To which I reply, "Of course, not really. Please tell me, do you know something about it?" This friend shares with me a piece of text, which I read once, twice, very many times, slowly, and a world starts opening up to me. This text is a letter written by a man titled, "To the man who sleeps with a woman I love." And in this letter, the man is mentioning that he's not seeing the other man as a threat, that we have feelings should not be hidden, that we can address them, and open communication, and everything starts to click to me. I start now researching videos, talks, books, a Facebook group with a lot of comments that helped, not because those comments were perfect polydramas, but because they were real. And after some months, I invited Puerto Rico to live with me in my place. So, until then, the theory was working perfect. I was very happy with this new model, and we were doing relational anarchy, which is a type. Before I get into the practice, I want to share the theme of the night where I shared this story back in March, in this intimate niche event. The theme of the night was, yes, but body says no. You know, that discomfort that we all face when we listen to something that we don't expect. And I personally think that we go through this discomfort with family, with friends, at work. We are simply not used to this discomfort when it comes from someone we love, a partner. So, the funny note about that event that the organizer would allow you to take not a +1 but a +2. So we are living with Puerto Rico, and one day she tells me that she's seeing a German guy, to which I reply, "Fantastic, enjoy." But inside, it's already feeling this discomfort. Some months later, she tells me that the German guy will celebrate his birthday. And she probably spends the night with him. To which I reply, "Fantastic, enjoy." But inside, I am already struggling with this discomfort. I am afraid of losing her, not only because we are in love, but also because where would I find someone who tolerates me and non-monogamous, and I didn't tell you, which is worse, I am vegan. Where? The sharpest moment came the night that she was getting ready for his birthday. I still have this fresh memory in my mind. I came out of the shower, she was looking at the mirror, and she asks me, which of these two works better on me? And then I was on the edge of my limits. How would I help her looking good for another man? It's like, why, she's pushing too much. But on the other hand, I have embraced so much this concept, and I still do. And honestly, I told her, the one on the left, you will shine on that one. So she put it on, and she left our house. That night, I spent it by myself with a lot of processing. It looks like a condensed set of 10 therapy sessions, self-reflection, but my self-esteem, I think it went a bit better. I recommend it. Just for your info, some months later we met with a German guy. We were having a lot of fun. He was coming to our house, and that's what I recommend, because all the fears disappear when you meet the other person, because I didn't realize that we cannot compete. It is just a different person. And after 4 years with Puerto Rico, we broke up. She went back to her country, the lovely island. And to finish the story, I will leave you with 2 updates. One of them, believe it or not, but I found someone who tolerates a non-monogamous and vegan person, and she's here with me tonight. Give it up for Ida. Thank you. And the second update, I find it very interesting. It's about violence. Now the page is turning. Why? Puerto Rico went back to her country. She met a guy, they started dating, and he's lovely. I met him. And the guy tells her, look, sorry, but I cannot do open relationship. And when she tells me this, it's like, wow, the person who brought me this concept is now an exclusivity with person. That's concept. But then she explains to me, Juan, my research is in agriculture. I work in rural areas, in the countryside. If I start dating as non-monogamous, the whole village will categorize me as a slut. And that is not a problem, because I don't care what people think. The thing is that I would become the first target for violence, for aggression, and for worse things. Then I realized the differences between Latin America, Europe, and I realized that sometimes love adapts to survive. And she added, Juan, I'm very happy as I am right now. My family and I would love to see you again. Please come visit us. We are waiting for you.